Continuous learning is crucial in maintaining a competitive advantage in revenue operations, so level up your game with these must-read books. Welcome to RevOps 101, the series where we break down key revenue operations topics into bite-sized pieces to help you thrive in your career, brought to you by Revenue Operations Alliance. In this episode, we're running through the 9 RevOps books you need to take your revenue leadership to the next level. From conventional wisdom and RevOps guides to GTM structures and Navy SEAL leadership advice, we cover a wide range of topics to help you gain a new perspective on your revenue leadership. The first book on our list is Leaders Eat Last by Simon Sinek. If you want to connect your revenue teams into an aligned function, you need to understand how to lead these teams effectively, or they'll eventually fragment again. The best-selling book offers a look into how thoughtful leaders can connect teams by putting themselves last. Including various leadership case studies and practical advice, this is a great read for revenue leaders looking to inspire action and align their sales, marketing, and customer success teams through effective management. Our next pick is Outside In by Harley Manning and Carrie Bodine. Customer experience can set your business apart from the crowd and increase your recurring revenue. This book, subtitled The Power of Putting Customers at the Center of Your Business, discusses how to make use of customer experience in your organization. The authors flip the script and challenge you to restructure your business to introduce CX as a business strategy. To do this, look from the outside in, as this will reflect what your customers see. This book outlines the 6 principles for creating a winning CX: strategy, customer understanding, design, measurement, governance, and culture. Next is From Impossible to Inevitable by Aaron Ross and Jason Lemkin. If revenue operations could be summed up in one word, we'd argue it'd be growth, which is why our next pick, subtitled How SaaS and Other Hyper-Growth Companies Create Predictable Revenue, focuses on fueling your revenue growth. The book contains case studies of extreme growth from companies such as Twilio, HubSpot, Marketo, Salesforce, and EchoSign. The authors break down the 7 steps to hypergrowth and the specific strategies you can use to implement them at your organization. Book number 4 is Revenue Operations, A New Way to Align Sales and Marketing, Monetize Data, and Ignite Growth by Stephen Diorio and Chris Hummel. This book is a great starting point for diving into the world of RevOps. Part practical and part academic, the authors lay out their definition of revenue operations. Defining revenue operations as a strategic function that's critical to the maintained success of a business, the writers outline frameworks to help you structure your job architecture and RevOps strategy. This book is great for CEOs looking to understand what RevOps can bring to your business, or for revenue operations professionals to use as a reference point for implementing strategic revenue operations tactics. Book 5, Measure What Matters by John Doerr. RevOps professionals love metrics, but often there can be so many KPIs that your progress gets turned around or pulled in the wrong direction. This book shares the power of OKRs in achieving your goals. The author inspires you to reach for the stars when goal setting, and then strategically execute on those ambitious targets. Our next pick is Good to Great by Jim Collins. As a RevOps professional, you deal with change regularly, but this book wants you to forget everything you know about change. This book debunks myths about how changes were made to move businesses from good to great. Everyone is looking for that magic moment of transformation, but the reality is there wasn't one. Dive into case studies and comparisons of the surprising top growth businesses and learn how change really happens in top performing companies to achieve consistent growth. Book 7 is Hiring, Onboarding, and Ramping Salespeople by Corey Bray and Hillman Sori. If you're looking to hire new sales reps, onboard them effectively, and enable them to perform their best, check out this book. It's a great read for sales and revenue leaders alike. The book dives into the key components of a successful sales team, including practical advice in everything from recruitment to boosting your reps' performance. Moving on to our 8th book, Move, the 4-question go-to-market framework by Sangram Vajra and Brian Brown. The book provides you with 4 questions to ask when you're stuck running in circles trying to hit your revenue targets. Use the strategic framework outlined in this book to transform your business model and remain successful. The authors help you to understand the GTM principles, how to hire, and how to find your organization's place in the GTM strategy. Overall, this book takes a wide view of the go-to-market system and places appropriate weight on the importance of revenue operations. And lastly, Extreme Ownership by Joko Willink and Leif Babin. While not your typical revenue operations book, Extreme Ownership is all about staying high-performing in a group environment. The book focuses on the key leadership principles that allow the Navy SEALs to complete difficult combat missions to a high standard. These principles are shown to apply to groups outside of combat and can be applied to businesses to achieve great success. We hope you've discovered a new book to add to your TBR list and feel inspired to take your revenue strategy to the next level. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel so you never miss a new upload. Thanks for watching RevOps 101, and we'll see you in the next video where we dive deeper into the world of revenue operations.